Hello heroes, Joe Smith here. Sorry for another crappy quality video. Joe Smith wishes he knew how to do a better job here, but can't find any help and don't really have the time to try and learn. But just found out the liberal MSM gave thousands of dollars, or several of these companies gave several thousand dollars to an extremist terrorist for their video footage of them rioting and insurrecting on January 6th. They're talking, this is from Sky News Australia. Shout outs to Sky News Australia for reporting the truth, reporting the facts, not giving their freaking opinion, just stating what happens and letting you decide. Unlike MSNBC and CNN, they're talking about ABC gives thousands of taxpayer dollars to Capitol Hill rioter for video footage from January 6th. Believe they're talking about the Australian Broadcasting Company, which is funded by the Australian government, using Australian tax dollars here, not the American Broadcasting Company, ABC, in the United States here. But they did mention in the details of the video here that NBC in America and CNN did each give like $35,000 to the same terrorist insurgent. And, let's play the video here.
Tonight for the ABC, the national broadcaster. Monday last week, the ABC's Four Corners did a special report on protesters who rioted at the US Capitol to stop politicians from declaring that Donald Trump had lost the election and Joe Biden was the new president. And the reporter, Sarah Ferguson, was clear. She was appalled. She was clear that this was all the work of wicked right-wingers. And pay attention to the voice at the end of this clip yelling, "I've got a knife."
Like an invading army, led at many points by trained far-right militias with body armour and weapons. It's mid-afternoon on Insurrection Day, and the mob has found its way to the entrance of the Speaker's lobby.
Let me through, I got a knife. I got a knife.
I've got a knife. Well, that was yelled out, indeed, by a man in body armour and armed with a knife. This man, John Sullivan, who 2 weeks before that Four Corners report, so could have been checked very easily, he was charged with violent entry into the Capitol and interfering with police.
Okay, now for those of you who don't know, this was a black guy from Utah that was turned in by his own brother for left-wing extremism, or that. He's a left-wing liberal Democrat extremist in Utah that was turned in by his own brother, claiming to be a reporter, claiming he was just there as a reporter. But do reporters go yelling out, "I got a knife, I got a knife"? And we're going to play some more video where he's also shouting out that he has a knife. Apparently the only people there that day that had weapons were Democrats, left-wing extremists, terrorists. So the only insurrection was on the behalf of left-wing extremists. The rest of the people there were just mostly peaceful protesters trying to uphold democracy.
Dude, you're not helping. You're gonna get me hurt.
That was his voice too. Sullivan was filming all this, you see, and he can be heard shouting, among other things, "Burn this, S-H-I-T, burn this down." He smashes a window and is the one on his own video offering the knife.
Hey guys, I have a knife.
Now, here's the thing. The court documents in his proceedings include evidence that media outlets then paid Sullivan, presumably for his video footage. CNN ran some of that video and even interviewed Sullivan about the right wing that allegedly caused all this violence, or caused a lot of it. And in those court documents is also a remittance advice from our own ABC confirming that it paid this same guy $2,375 US after tax, after he had been charged. So this morning, I asked the ABC for an explanation. I asked, why did it pay John Sullivan? Did it know that Sullivan had actually been charged already with violent entry of the Capitol and hindering police before the ABC paid him? Did it know that his own video shows him inciting the crowd, burn this down? And if it did know that, why didn't it say so in its report? Why didn't it say, well, actually, not all the rioters were what we said, armed men in body armour who were of the far right, because at least one was of the left, and we just paid him your money? Now, the answer I've got is silence. Very serious question.
So there you go. The so-called armed, violent insurrectionists on January 6th were reporters working for CNN. Maybe those so-called pipe bombs that they claim were planted were also planted by reporters from CNN. Joe Smith said maybe. Don't know. That's just opinion commentary there, not factual news. But, you know, maybe if CNN was paying this guy to be there and yell out that he had a knife and break windows and the other things that he did while he's there, who knows, maybe CNN had something to do with the pipe bombs too. And Joe Smith, thanks again. Sky News Australia, signing out.